sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
He's tackled.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big play there for the Saints. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Hill. That's caught. It's Thomas. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Patriots.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it all the away down inside the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
His kick is good.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Finding Harris over the middle. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what, they just shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the end zone, Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Hill on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings
they wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
15 yards on the play, first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Newton now to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A shotgun snap for Newton.
48-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing again, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Jordan Thomas. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Marcus Davenport, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like this. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On the ground, Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Saints' 11-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the
Operating from the gun. Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
56 is Mike. Too little, cut pass. Mike 56.
They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And this one's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
The third quarter of play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing again is Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
To Josh Hill.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And the Saints first down.
Hill now operating from the red zone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme some.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Saints 26, Patriots nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Newton. Open man is Myers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Patriots 8.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kamara. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
At the 32-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2-yard
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be